Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we have a moving story for you called The Journey of Regret, When Apology Was Too Late. This tale follows a young wife and her kind mother-in-law and shows what happens when we choose pride over love. You will learn simple but powerful lessons about kindness, forgiveness, and how our actions come back to us. So listen closely. This story will help your English and touch your heart. Let's begin.
Not long ago, I was a young woman. I was in my early 20s. I felt very confident, but I was wrong. I saw life in a simple way. I did not know that marriage is more than words. Marriage is a big job for two hearts. I married Husam. He was kind and patient. He was a little older than me. We had no money for a home of our own. One day, Husam said, "Let us live with my mother for a short time. Then we will save money. Then we will find our own flat." I said, "Okay," but inside I felt angry. I liked my freedom. I thought, I do not want to live with my new mother.
Her name was Halida. She was over 60 years old. She wore simple clothes. She walked slowly. She spoke softly. Every morning, she gave me a shy smile. She tried to be kind to me. She said, "Good morning, my daughter," with a sweet voice. But I did not want her kindness. I wanted her to know that I was strong. My friend Mona said, "If you do not show power at the start, your mother-in-law will control you. Show her you are the boss." So I started to be unfair. I did not feel bad then. I washed Halida's clothes last. Her clothes came out old and tired. I cleaned her bed only once every 2 weeks. I did not cook food for her. She had diabetes and high blood pressure. She needed soft, healthy food. But I gave her plain food. She never asked me for more.
When she tried to talk with me, I stopped her. I said, "Sorry, I am busy." Sometimes I did not answer her. I acted as if she was not there. But she never spoke against me. She smiled in her heart. She prayed every day. She said, "Oh God, help her. Make her kind. Make her a good person." She never told my husband about my behavior. One day, Husam asked her, "How is your new daughter?" She smiled and said, "Thank God, he gave me a second daughter." Husam was happy. He thought I was a good wife and a good daughter. Years passed. Khalida's health grew weak. She did not show her pain. She prayed and read in her room. Then she came out to eat. I put her food tray at her door. I knocked loud so she would come.
One afternoon, she was on her bed. She called, "Come here, my daughter." I went in, feeling angry in my heart. My pride was strong now. She looked at me with kind eyes. She spoke in a soft voice. "My daughter, I know I am not easy. Living with me is hard. I did not want to burden you, but I know you suffered because of me. I forgive you for everything. If I sinned in my heart, I ask God to forgive me." I looked at her and said in a cold voice, "I did nothing to you. You stayed in your room. Your home is as you see it." She sighed. A tear fell from her eye. She wiped it with her hand. She said, "Yes, you did nothing, and that is the hardest kind of coldness." Then she rested her head on her pillow. She closed her eyes. About an hour passed, then another hour. Evening came. Still, Khalida did not open her eyes. She was in a sudden coma. I was very shocked. The doctors came quickly. They said, "There is very little time. Prayer is more important than medicine now." I could not control my feelings. I cried hard. I felt like I lost something very precious. I held her cold hand. I cried and said, "Khalida, please forgive me. I was not a good daughter. I was unkind and cruel. I know you cannot hear me now. If I could turn back time, I would love you like a true daughter. But time does not go back, and words cannot wake the one who is gone." That night, Khalida died. She left quietly, as she had lived. She did not speak about her pain. She did not make anyone sad with long stories. I could not stop my tears. Guilt burned inside me like a fire. Years passed. My only son, Raid, grew up. He met a kind woman, Allah. They married. They had no money for their own home. I said, "My house is big and empty. You can live here until you save money." They agreed. Raid and Allah moved in. Time moved on, as it always does. In the first week, I felt something strange. I could not find my favorite cup in the kitchen. My prayer rug was not cleaned. My meals tasted like plain hospital food. No care, no warmth. I told myself, she is busy. It is the first week. But the same thing happened every day. Then Allah spoke to me in a cold voice. She said, "I cannot wash your clothes with ours. Please get a small washing machine for yourself." She said, "The kitchen is small. Only one person can cook here. Eat my food only." She said, "Your room is your job. Clean it yourself. I have no time." I smiled, but said nothing. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. I kept silent. I remembered my own harsh words to Khalida. One day, my friend visited me. She asked, "How do you live with this coldness?" I answered, with tears in my eyes, "This is fair punishment."
Life teaches us a hard lesson. You get what you give. If you sow kindness, you reap kindness. If you sow coldness, you reap coldness, even if it comes much later. Now I live in a big house, but my home feels like a prison. No one knocks on my door to see if I am okay. No one brings me warm meals. Rud does not notice. Allah does not smile. And I remain silent. Every night I kneel beside my bed. I lift my hands to the sky. I say, "O God, just as Khalida forgave me, please forgive me in the hereafter. Let this suffering wash away my sins. Forgive me when I stand before you."
The end. That's all for today. We hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. See you next time.